Well, if black's bishop would be on e6, yes, but that bishop on h7 is out of the game. I feel like white has perfect grip on the position. And the good news is within 3+2 seconds game that we won't be seeing flying pieces, because that's the horror of any kind of Armageddon. It's a great news that we have this, and Pragg has things under control.
He does, and okay, a retreat with his queen. I think it's not just the fact that he's got an extra pawn here, but it's just the fact he has stability. Black has no pawn breaks. This black bishop on h7, normally with a bishop pair you say compensation, but this bishop on h7 is staring at a wall of pawns, and Pragg's just going to retreat. He's forcing off one set. There we go, that's an exchange. And black's remaining pawns are pretty weak on c5 and b7. Feels like Arjun's a bit in panic mode here, down on the clock. And those mind games at the beginning, it feels like they've worked perfectly in white's favor. Queen to e6 here, hitting a pawn. He's stable, Peter. Extra pawn here for Pragg.
Yes, just defend this. The pawn on e2 is the soul of white's position. That's why we talk about a very stable construction. Pragg goes for knight e3. That's a surprise. Removing that fantastic knight from c4.
Yeah.
And apparently it allows black to play the stunning c5, c4 and somehow opens up the bishop. Will Arjun play it? No, he misses this opportunity.
If Arjun were in a must-win situation, as he has previously been, I think he would have played that c4 move, just throwing away pawns, trying to get his bishop back to life. But now he's allowed Pragg to re-establish control. And look at that, Pragg was aware of black's plan. He has prevented that with his rooks right now. And okay, getting his queen back active. Still all to play for. Arjun just needs to get through this game. Remember, a loss for anyone now, and they will be out of the World Cup. Okay, 5 played. He's going to gang up on this white a-pawn.
Yes, but white can just probably sidestep with rook a, b1 and target the b6 pawn himself.
Oof. Peter, who do you think's been the more impressive? Who would you favor if it does get down to that scramble of just a few seconds each? Because we're getting to that phase.
Both equally impressive, but okay, we know the nerves. Who will keep the better nerves? That's the big question now.
Yeah, I think it's pure nerves on position. White has the advantage, but anything can happen. It's 20 seconds against 15 seconds, only a 2-second increment. It's not online where you can pre-move. It's literally to the death. And okay, Arjun keeping an eye on white's pawns. Offering a trade now, Pragg. He's giving up his a-pawn for black's b-pawn. White's knight holding everything together.
Yes, rook takes a4 can be met by rook takes b6.
Strong. Instead of queen trade, we're under the 10-second mark for Erigaisi. Oh, you can see the nerves changing his mind with seconds to spare. King h7. White has an extra pawn. It's 5 versus 4.
Yes, because rook b8 was a big problem. He did not want to trade that rook.
Where's the counterplay? Black's pawns all separated, especially the c5 pawn scattered. White's defending, controlling everything. Oh, 2 seconds, 1 second for Erigaisi. And Pragg got excited there. You can see him looking at the clock. He's ticking down now. He made it with 1 second as well. And a trade of knight for bishop.
Even with the 2 seconds increment, we see flying pieces.
Yeah, I think we'll see more pieces fly, but White's king is coming. White is winning this endgame. White's rooks are about to land on the 7th rank. Okay, this is a scramble on the clock. A second pawn falls. Erigaisi has a hopeless position, but he's got time on the clock. That's his one saving grace right now. All bets are off. Making moves with 1 second, 2 second every single turn. Black's rook almost trapped. How does Pragg finish this off? Do you think the clock will play a factor here? Oof. Barely pause for breath.
Yeah, if white can accumulate some time, then it's completely winning. But Arjun is keep going on blitzing, not allowing Pragg to think.
And e6 by Pragg there. Has Pragg let it slip? He thought he was checkmating maybe, but then panicking. He's given up some of his advantage, but he's still going to stay with a 2-pawn edge here. And Erigaisi needs to find a miracle. Offers a rook trade. And there we go. Pragg ganging up on the e6 pawn.
Yes. Now back on track.
Almost guaranteed at this point. White has 2 extra pawns connected. Black's king is cut off. White's moves are automatic. He's going to gain time on the clock. He's going to win. Arjun is in a hopeless situation here. If this were online, you would pre-move to the end now. White's about to make a new queen. And Arjun